Hello, everybody. Happy last Sunday of the month. And if it's the last Sunday of the month, it's time for us to sip some tea. So thank you for joining me. Please encourage people to reshare the live stream. This Sunday show is going to be chock full of information, a little look back on what we've done since the last month, a little look forward. So please encourage people to reshare the live stream so we can get the information out to as many second district constituents as possible. And, we're live, so drop questions in the chat if you have questions for me, if you have questions about anything I've talked about. So sipping my tea or spilling the tea. Because I'm a tea drinker and we do this show, I've had wonderful gifts of teacups, primarily from staff, and I appreciate you all. September was my birthday, and I got 2 amazing cups. Sonia Lopez on my team was on vacation and brought me this beautiful bone china classic kind of tea set from, I think she got it brought from London, if I remember correctly. She was over the pond. So I'm sipping ice water because it's been one of those kind of days and I haven't gotten all my water in. So I'm faking tea. I'm sipping ice water. And Luana, a new team member for my birthday, made me a cup that I'll use next month that has my name. And it's got a little image on there with sipping my tea. Is that fabulous? So thank you, Team Mitchell, for all the birthday love, frankly, and for the cups that I'll be using this month and next. Again, ask people to reshare the live stream and please drop any questions in the chat. Before I get started, I want to show you something that just popped up on my IG that I feel compelled to address. Lene, put that slide up. That's what's on my IG. Let me clarify the point of sipping my tea. Sipping my tea is just kind of a way to talk about sharing tea. Put it back up, Lene. I need people to see it. I want to give them time to read it. Thank you. The point of this Facebook Live interaction, quick 20 minutes, the last Sunday of the month, is to share information. Is to share information that we think you as constituents will find helpful. I'm not just sipping tea. I work 7 days a week. Today's Sunday. This is my 7th work event today. I started my morning at 4 churches. 2 Baptist, 2 AME. I was at Bristol Memorial Baptist, New Philadelphia AME, Beulah Baptist, Grant AME. I left there, went to our Hispanic Heritage Festival that I did collaboratively with Senator Smallwood Cuevas and Assemblymember El Houari. From there to something I'm going to talk about, our DCFS event, and here to sipping my tea. So it's not about just sipping tea. It's about sharing information that I think you will find valuable so we can be productive collaborators to improving the conditions of the second district. So don't just hate. Figure out how you can join Team Mitchell and help us improve the second district for everybody. You feel me? I'm going to sip some water on that. Thanks, Lene. Made me spill. I got a little agitated. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. We had the wonderful opportunity to recognize some amazing second district true leaders. I want to thank Team Mitchell members and members of the community who nominated these second district trailblazers in our district. And we have different categories. We've got a youth leader, a business leader, a trailblazer. We've got folks that fit different categories as we recognize them. And so here are our honorees who I had the pleasure of presenting on the floor last Tuesday at board meeting. So again, please join me in recognizing Odelia Romero, Executive Director of CELO, Kaya Dantzler, who's a Latinx Black organizer from South Los Angeles and co-founder of We Love Leimert, Susana Medina, who's led the Gardena Cinco de Mayo event for over 40 years, Aaron Diaz, who was our Young Leader Awardee, and Laura Hernandez, founder of Nuna Behavior Health. So congratulations to our honorees this year. I think it was even more poignant and significant this year, given what our Hispanic, Latino family, friends, and neighbors who are immigrants are experiencing in our very county this year, thanks to the federal government's misplaced hostility toward my brown brothers and sisters. So it was my honor to recognize them as individuals and the amazing work they do to make the second district, to leave the second district better than we all found it. Another amazing experience I just had an hour or so ago. The Department of Children and Family Services for 11 years now hosts a quinceañera for young women who are transitioning into young adulthood, into womanhood, who are in their care. This was the 11th year. To see the care with which DCFS put this whole event on, to see the community and family members show up for these young women, to see all of the sponsors who volunteer, the people who volunteer and make the dresses. The girls get to walk into the dress shop and select them whatever dress they want in the store for free. The food, everything that I've ever experienced as a guest at a quinceañera, I saw today at the beautiful community room in Magic Johnson Park in the second district. And these are young women from all over the county. We were proud to host it this year at Magic Johnson Park. In my conversations with them, one of the young women being presented said that she truly, authentically felt like a princess. And as I think about, how we transition into adulthood and how difficult that can sometimes be, I am so glad that she today, and hopefully more days in the future, truly felt like a princess. So I want to thank DCFS, Deputy Director Mandel, and all of the social workers and her comms team, and all of them that go above and beyond to make this day really special. So shout out to DCFS and the 3 young women presented at the quinceañera. Want to move on and talk to you a little bit about a unit on Team Mitchell, which is our UA team, our unincorporated areas team. We are very proud to represent a good number of unincorporated communities in the second district, and we're very thoughtful and intentional about that work. And so my staff, because they are so smart, have come up with kind of 2 community engagement activities that we are in the middle of standing up and operationalizing that focus on our unincorporated areas. One is called Let's Chat for a Second. Get it? Second district, Let's Chat for a Second. And it's an in-person and virtual constituent engagement series of unincorporated communities throughout the district. So it's an additional opportunity to connect with my office so we can hear from you and work together to address some of the challenges that are unique to unincorporated areas. Some of the issues that we have heard for years now and been working on, illegal street racing, street takeovers, the homeless encampments, the RV encampments, illegal dumping, and other, basic quality of life issues that we are focused on addressing. We recently held a Let's Chat for a Second meeting for our Ladera Heights, View Park, Windsor Hills, and Marina Del Rey communities. Next up will be Florence Firestone, Willowbrook, and Athens Village. So I hope that you will, I encourage you to sign up. If you click that code, you'll be informed about upcoming dates for future meetings for those unincorporated communities and others. So come out and participate in Let's Chat for a Second. It's another way in which you can communicate directly with my team members who lead our unincorporated area community. Tyler, Alfonso, Benny, hope I'm not leaving out any other team members who lead our unincorporated areas. Another project that we're launching in our unincorporated areas is something called Corridors to Community. Get it, to 2nd District. And it's an initiative where our office is investing real money and other resources in small business corridors in unincorporated communities. Small business corridors like, Vermont Slauson, Central Avenue. There are quite a few. And we hosted our first activation in an empty lot along one of these business corridors on 77th and Central Avenue in the unincorporated community of Florence Firestone. And so I want to thank KDI and the Florence Firestone Community Organization for working in partnership with us on this initiative by helping us vision, helping us identify a location, and helping us really kind of person the activation. And so for more information, please visit the website, mitchell.lacounty.gov. We expect to do additional activations. And an activation is really about bringing attention and energy and resources and people to these small business corridors in our unincorporated areas throughout the 2nd District. So again, Corridors to Community, another activity that we're bringing to the residents and small businesses in our unincorporated areas. We've got some, am I going to upcoming events? Let's see, I've lost my place in my own little script. Let's see, where am I? Yeah, let's talk about some upcoming events. No, I want to go back to a recap from September. That's what I want to do. It was a busy month, a super busy month. We transitioned from summer to fall, and our September Racial Justice Learning Exchange was entitled Game Changers, Youth Athletes for Equity. Thank you, Play Equity Fund. Thank you, LA84, for the amazing swag. We try to do at least one RGLE a year that focuses on my youngest constituents. And this was a fabulous event at West Athens Park, where we partnered with LA County Park and Rec and brought some physical activities to the park for the day to expose our young people to some things that aren't often offered in our parks. We did volleyball. Thank you, El Camino College. We did field hockey. We did track and field. And we did tennis. And through our partnership with the nonprofit organization Love, Set, Match, we're going to continue the tennis, thanks to rave reviews and demand. And we are paying for 10 weeks of tennis lessons at Athens Park. Free. I'm paying for it, so it's free to those who sign up. So if you know a young person who's interested in taking tennis classes, click on the code. The funny personal story is my god sister, Angela, and I took tennis lessons 100 years ago at that very same park. And we weren't very good. So we went to maybe the first 2 classes and we didn't go back. We had the cutest tennis dresses that my mother had purchased for us. We weren't feeling it that summer. So I hope that there are some young people who are a little more perhaps athletic and committed to learning a new sport than Angela and I were. So Love, Set, Match is a great organization doing amazing work. Another recap from September, we participated in a fabulous ciclavia that went down Central Avenue. And the same day of that ciclavia, Metro did a station activation, something that my team has been pushing for years. A station activation, much like our Corridors to Community, is when you bring resources, entertainment, vendors to a spot to make it come alive, to draw the attention of the community so people want to come and see the space. I saw station activations last summer at the Paris Olympics, where all of their public transit stations were just alive. So we did this station activation at the Rosa Parks station in Willowbrook, worked with the Metro, did an amazing job of working with the community. And we have a station nonprofit organization who's in charge of the activation, finding the vendors, doing all the work to really bring it together. So it will continue. The community actually came up with a logo and kind of named their activation. And so for this station, it's Metro Roots and Roots event. Roots, Roots, as in the roots in Willowbrook, and Roots, Routs. So the logo is this amazing willow tree, and the roots of the tree mimic the train lines that service that station. It's a beautiful image. A number of the Metro stations are having these activation events, but I'm really proud and was thrilled at what we were able to do, and to see people ride their bike from Ciclavia on Central Avenue over to the Rosa Parks activation, and then take their bikes on the train to go home. It really was what I think Ciclavia and Metro is trying to do, which is to connect our community seamlessly. So it was amazing. Thank you, Metro. Go Metro, for helping us see to fruition our intention around activating the Rosa Parks Willowbrook station. Whew, okay, that was October. Take a breath. Let's talk about our upcoming events coming up in October. Our RGLE will be the end of October, October 25th. I hope you'll join us. The title is Embodied Justice, Healing Through Indigenous and Native American Perspectives. It's going to be at the MLK Behavioral Health Center. You know, every RGLE, which occur monthly, rotates around the district, different themes, different concepts. Hope that you will join us as we explore well-being practices within our diverse Indigenous communities, including approaches to collective healing and addressing trauma, an issue that continues to surface, brought to us by various communities within the 2nd District. So I'm really glad that the October RGLE will focusing on how we embody, literally in our bodies, true justice, wellness, and healing. With that, any questions? I didn't see any in the little thing that goes across the bottom of the screen. I don't see anything in the chat. I saw Reba say congratulations. Thanks, Reba. Reba's my appointee to the Behavioral Health Commission, and we shared an experience yesterday where we were able to do the ribbon cutting. There it is, for the newly opened West Central Family Mental Health Services. This was a facility providing mental health services provided by Department of Mental Health in the medical offices on Stocker Street, 3700 Stocker Street. And we had to leave that building because the building's been sold and is being redeveloped. And Department of Mental Health and my team have spent the last several years trying to find an appropriate, conducive space in the 2nd District. Really proud of the new location. That's the old location, 3751 Stocker. The new location is on 10th Avenue, again, in the heart of the 2nd District. Thank you to my commissioners on the Behavioral Health Commission for the work you do. And it was really wonderful to see that brand new facility that's already been providing outpatient mental health services. Heard from a consumer who talked about how important having those services are to her in her community. Her therapist was there. It was beautiful to witness our LA County Department of Mental Health providing services to everyone. So with that, I'm going to sip some more water. Wish you all a great Sunday evening. Hope that you found value in the data and the information we shared, that you learned something new about services provided by your LA County. Hope that you will join us at future events, either our Corridor 2 community or any of the other programs that we're offering throughout the district. Our Let's Chat for a Second, that's a fun one. Please join us the end of next month for Sippin' My Tea, where we hope to use a quick 20 minutes on your Sunday evening to give you updates about things of interest to you as LA County residents, and more specifically as 2nd District residents. Have a great Sunday evening. Sip some water.